Yeah.
The so-called Negro community has shot the white man by resisting all efforts to divide us. I think that you and I should continue to shock him by staying and working together in unity, despite religious, political, economic, or educational or social differences.
My people are terrified. We've been terrorized to the point that we're mentally and spiritually paralyzed. We suffered through centuries of dehumanization and degradation. It took the form of slavery and segregation in this land of the free, where oppression's government sanctioned. We're subjected to systemic skin color discrimination, from black codes to Jim Crow to black criminalization. It's been 400 years, it's time for our liberation. We're a nation within a nation, victims of colonization. Where's our revolution and Independence Day celebration? Cause what's the 4th of July to the slave on the plantation? And slavery didn't end, they just changed its implementation. Just check the 13th Amendment, then you'll see why so many black males end up as guilty defendants. The system isn't broken, it's working as it's intended. So I'm not here to fix it, I'm here to end it.
And then again, if we tell you that Negroes are being hung on the tree or being shot down illegally, unjustly, and those Negroes should do something to protect themselves, you say you're advocating violence.
I won't rest till this nightmare we're living in ends, and we see justice for our murdered young innocent men. If black lives really matter, black people need the proof. Cause we are the only ones responsible for our improvement. How can we leave it to someone else to do what's best for us, especially when there's someone else that's historically been oppressing us? We can't use a system built to enslave us to free us, and we really sick if we think that they white Jesus can heal us. Our children need us to defend them, teach them and guide them, show them love and bring out the greatness that is deep inside them. Are we gonna build a nation or stay on the plantation? Keep begging for our freedom or fight for our liberation?
When the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, he didn't say get nonviolent. He said praise the Lord, but pass the ammunition.
We must be willing to die together, or we'll definitely die separately. We desperately need unity if liberation is our destiny. If we don't know our history, then we doomed to repeat it. White supremacy is the enemy, but together we can defeat it. They stole us from the motherland, sold us into slavery, forced us to work for them. They got the nerve to call us lazy. In this caste system, we're outcasts, still treated as second class. But I can feel it in the air, revolutions in the forecast. We came for greatness, but they don't want us to know. So they hid our history to keep us under control. All it takes is to take a stand. The enemy's not invincible, but we must come together as one nation indivisible.
20 million black people don't even know their own language. Why? Because he took it away from them. 20 million black people who don't even know the history of their ancestors. Why? Because he took it away from them. And if you try to tell them how thoroughly and completely they've been robbed, he says you're teaching hate. That's something to think about. Today you are coming out of college. You're coming out of the leading university. You're trying to go in a good direction, but you don't know which direction to go in.
Yeah, y'all know I had to do it. I had to do it. If any of you have seen our brother Tariq Nasheed's one of his most recent broadcasts here, you will know that he brought this part up here, this tweet. And I didn't see it until he actually mentioned this, but I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and cover this and actually flesh out what he was saying on it. Shout out to the brother. But let's go ahead and really get into this tweet right here. Okay, so with that said, first, let's read it. Let's read it. Okay, so this sister here says, I text, it should be TEXTED. I text my baby daddy. Is he bringing our son back home? He said, yeah, we grabbing some food first. I'm like, okay, can you grab me something? This nigga say, nah, I can't be feeding nobody else's girlfriend. LMFAO. This man hates my guts. And as you see right below that, she said, y'all, I still got the food, though. So, as Brother Tariq was saying, I fall on the side of it. Yes, the brother was right because he's trying to respect the boundaries of her new relationship with whoever her new guy is. Okay? So, instead of, just accepting that, and women who think like this, not all, but we talking about the ones that think this way. And some of you might be listening to this. The only thing that you think about is what you want. And the problem with that is that's childlike behavior. Because see, when you do shit like this, you stir up problems that don't need to be stirred up. That's unnecessary drama you stirring up. Because see, first of all, if you was hungry and you wanted some food, you have a new man. Why wouldn't you just ask him to get you something to eat? Huh? That's the look. When you have a guy, a new man or whatever, he's responsible for all your wants and needs, not your baby daddy. And see, fellas, this is why you do not want to be in no situation where you dealing with somebody with baby daddy drama and all this other stuff, and avoid that. If you can, do not turn into what I call a damn homosexual and be dealing with these chicks with these low standards. You know what I'm saying? Because that means you have low standards if you start dealing with women that think this is okay. Because see, let's just say her new dude pick up her phone or whatever, and see that text. Now, it might not be nothing going on other than that, but her dumb ass, and she know better than this, but her dumb ass ain't even thinking like, okay, what if the next time he come through to drop the child off, that's a situation between them. Because see, this is the part about gang goofy women, man, that they don't understand about the unspoken rules of manhood. Every one of us as men know that there are things that you do and just don't do. Okay. And once you cross that line, there's consequences with men. Now you can say it's petty and all this other stuff, but see, that doesn't change the rules that men operate by in society. It would be completely disrespectful of him to bring her something when you got a man that all your sorry ass got to do is ask him to bring you something. And if he can't get you nothing to eat, then what did you with this motherfucker for? This type of childish behavior right here, man, it's gotten so many brothers locked up or dead because women don't have the foresight to think, okay, is what I'm doing disrespectful to my partner? Is this a dumb idea? Just because I can do it doesn't mean that I should. See, I would not know this new dude that's dealing with it. If I saw this, I'll be like, oh, okay. So, I'm in a position where I can provide what you want and what you need, but you gonna run to your ex, your baby daddy? Tell you what you do. Y'all need to try to work that back out. And you can say whatever you want, because see, brothers that respect themselves ain't gonna put up with that type of disrespectful behavior, that passive aggressive disrespect. You teach people how to treat you. And that goes for men and women. Same thing. I mean, let's flip the situation around. All right. And Tariq was kind of going in on this. He was saying, okay, what if the situation was reversed? And then like, okay, yo dude, his baby mama, he asked her, can she bring him something to eat? Now, this is where a smart woman would be very offended at. You know damn well you don't let, and well, let me clarify this. Smart women from the South definitely know this. You don't let no other woman outside of his family feed your damn man. Now, those of y'all that's from the South, sisters from the South, you know exactly what come next after that. If she can feed your man, she can fuck your man. Just like the old rule, fellas, by hey, if another nigga can sit up here and make your girl giggle and kiki and caca, oh, he can get in them draws, niggas. You better believe it if you have the opportunity. Common sense just ain't common no more, man. But I had to go ahead and touch on this, man, because see, a lot of drama can get started behind simple things like this. It happens every day when both parties in a relationship have to do is just stop and think, just because I want this, am I being disrespectful to my partner? If you give a damn about your relationship. Now, if you don't care and you just the type of person you like to see drama get started, okay, disregard everything I just said and go ahead and do that and see how that work out for you. Because see, the messed up part about it is what she's doing. Let's go here with it. Worst case scenario, her baby daddy see this text. He's sitting there, he don't say nothing to her. Got a chip on his shoulder. Quiet, ain't saying nothing. In his mind, he done made up as soon as this nigga come drop his kid back off, I'm going to get into it with him. I'm finna go ahead and straighten this out. That situation occur, he dropped the kid back off. He go confront him about it. Instead of confronting her about it like he's supposed to do, because that's where you start. You check that woman. You don't go to him. You check her. Same thing if it was the other way around. Ladies, you check him. You don't go to the other person. So he go and do that, right? They get into it. They get violent. Fist fighting. Could be some weapons pulled out. Guess who got to sit up there and witness that? The child. Y'all better start thinking about these children in these relationships. Because you better understand something. If a child is coming up in a toxic household where the parents is arguing, fighting back and forth, don't you understand that that's going to affect that child's mental development as they get older? So a lot of y'all be thinking that the only thing that a child needs is sustenance. Okay, make sure they got clothes or whatever, but you better start making sure that you understand that you are raising children in a mentally healthy environment. All that extra drama and that goofiness that children witness, they have feelings. Okay, let's think about the worst case scenario. Oh, yeah, I got to go here with it because, see, you know, shout out to Brother Tariq, but I want to bring this home. I want y'all to really reflect on this. What if that confrontation happened and then her baby daddy ended up killing her son's father and he see it? Huh? What then? All because your trifling ass wanted some damn food and trying to sit up here and double dip out the relationship over. See, let me tell y'all something, ladies. When your relationship or marriage to a man end, outside of him having responsibility to any children that y'all have, you don't get no more benefits from that. It's not his job to provide for you no more. It's his job to provide for his child. That's it. But see, a lot of y'all, you running around here grown, but you're not women at all. Women is an earned honorable title, just like the word man is an earned honorable title through your actions and your behavior. Okay? Grown women don't play these kinds of games. And see, a lot of y'all running around out here now wondering why you can't get married and you can't find a stable dude to provide for you. It's these attitudes like this. That's not showing any respect to your man at all. And see, like I just said, the greater consequences of things. See, y'all don't understand that. I think the problem is with the women that this applies to. The problem is y'all tend to disregard that men and women take disrespect totally different. With y'all end up getting into a little scrap here or there. Some weapons may come out. With a man, our bare hands are our weapons. Somebody could die every time we get into a confrontation. Every single time. That's why those of us with sense, we tread with a certain way around other men. We try to show each other respect as far as it depends upon us because we know where that could go. Y'all better grow up out here, man. Y'all better grow up out here. With that said, like, share, subscribe. Black first. I'll see you all in future content.
If you build the first floor, it's economic. Build your businesses and your industries. Control business and industry, and put that pools in your money, and hold that money, and practice group economics with it. Arab and Asian money bounces 12 to 13 times what it leaves. Jewish money bounces 18 times. Black folk got to learn how to practice group economics. Black Americans spend every penny they get outside their own community. Then you take the money and the wealth that you get from that first floor and go to the second floor. The second floor is politics. You then take that money on the first floor and you control your politics. Black folk must quit allowing people to tell them to go out and vote. Vote for what? Nobody's going to do anything for black folk in politics. Politics is controlled by money, major corporations who got the money. That's what controls politics. If you have no money, you have no say-so, you have no benefits coming. So you take your money and you control, and you take your money from the first floor, you buy every politician on the second floor. And any politician you can't buy, you rent or lease them to get what you need. Then once you get the second floor under control with your politician, with your money, then you go to the third floor. The third floor then is the police department and the court system. You take your money from the first floor and your politics on the second floor, and you control the court system and the police departments. Then the fourth floor, then is media. You then take the money that you generate off the first floor from business and industries, and you go after radio stations, TV stations, newspapers, and cable systems, so that you can now inform and communicate with your own people. Right now, black folk only control less than 35 thousandths of 1% of the media in the United States. Out of 12,000 radio stations, black folk own about 75, 80. That's all. You own no cable systems. You don't have a daily newspaper. You have nothing of importance. You got about one black TV station. And so you can't communicate with your people. You can't inform your people. You can't do anything. You can have Rush Limbaugh and all the rest of the guys talking about racism all day long and bad-mouthing you, and O'Reilly. They can call black folk all kind of names all day long. What are you going to do? You can't respond. You can't communicate with your own people because you don't have an economic base. 51% of all the prisoners in the United States are black people. You only make up 12% of the population. That's no accident. It's because you don't control the economic